I'm Noel Crum, the principal. We've got Mark Shepard here, who's a big part of our team. He's engineering instructor and science instructor, but he's also part of our whole Pathways team. And Monica Daniel, she's our CTE principal. And we have one other member who works with assessment who could not be here today for the presentation. And this is something we started in the beginning with ACT, and this has been an ongoing project. And, we've been doing this for 3 years. Our goal, we're a little bit different in the way that we've taken on this, Activating Catalytic Transformation project, in that our focus has not been on assessment data and on how we impact direct instruction, but instead we've been trying to look at things a little more holistically and looking at how we develop leadership capacity, and then to see what impact that has on overall student performance. And so in the beginning, our goal was to try to create an alternate schedule where we could meet with students at least 3 out of 4 weeks a month, because we have a club day once a month, but we wanted to try to set something up to where we could meet with them on a regular basis and start to cover leadership topics, things that you would not normally get in your instruction somewhere else. Because if you think about it, there's so many of our kids today are not getting things outside of school to help with guidance and to help them make good decisions and to become leaders, not followers. So we really worked in the beginning on trying to design, through a lot of our own efforts, curriculum and things to get us to help our students develop a little better. So that process started. It's been an ongoing thing that we have tried to tweak each year. We've switched days of the week to try to find the right day to try to get to where we were in a good rhythm for our students. You also have to try to get teacher buy-in, get teachers to understand that this is something that it's not in their core content. It's not in their program of studies that they've got to or if they're assessed at the end of the year, it's not part of that. But to try to get them to understand and get our students to understand that this will make you perform better in the long run in a lot of ways. So we've been very pleased with the process of it, but as we've progressed through it, we wanted to look at trying to not only develop student leadership, but also develop staff leadership ability. So through that process, we have, like I said, tweaked several things. So this year, we've engaged in something totally new concept, and I'm going to hand over to Mark, and he's going to kind of explain what we've engaged in this year.
Well, with the leadership, whenever we look at our business and industry in the area, we talk with them a lot of times, have steering committees that come in and they talk to us about, like back to our scores and our content is where they want it to be, but that students in this area don't have the soft skills and have the things that make them successful in the real world. So that's where the true data of us wanting to have leadership in place in our system. So the anatomy of what leadership looks like in our school is we have our different career pathways, which we have about 27 different career pathways. We have 27 different career pathways that those students are broken up. So my engineering students, all the sophomores are with one teacher, all the juniors are with another, the seniors are here, and whenever they have people from outside come in to talk to those students, then they can focus on the correct industry instead of just alphabetically the letter A through C. They actually get to talk to the right people. So our leadership, we have those kids always together, and we get to really know those kids. So whenever they come in and they're talking to us about any topic, it's not just a kid that we see maybe 3 times. We actually have those kids. Our leadership, what we are capable of 3 times a month, as he said, we have those kids with us, and we have a new defined curriculum that we put out a week in advance. The teachers get the topic. They have time to reflect on what are we really going to be discussing with these kids. And as that conversation happens in class, it kind of goes, wherever they steer it to. Our kids are very unique in the fact that they identify with their career major. So you have allied health students, you have the engineering students, you have multimedia students. Their leadership teacher knows them and really gets to know them. So we focus on having very detailed information for their pathway, but also to try to make them a better part of our industry and business as we send them out of our school. I'll let Monica go ahead.
Okay, so over the past 3 years, our initial approach to this was with the students. Break the students up according to their career majors, put them with a teacher that's familiar with that career major that they see every day, or at least every other year when they, depending on the course or the teacher. Mark sees his engineering students every other year because he does the freshman and junior class. Someone else does the sophomore and senior. So that's kind of our focus for the past 3 years. Our district as a whole, we have 2 of our 5 elementary schools that are Leader in Me schools, and they've been a huge success. So our superintendent was very set on, instead of or before another elementary school pursues Leader in Me, he wanted to start at the high school and have the Leader in Me and then try to filter down to the middle school and the other elementary schools. So through his help, we are now Leader in Me High School. So we have added that to our component of the leadership schedule that we had currently. So that brought the leadership focus back to our teachers as opposed to just our students. So our teachers were, I feel blessed to go through the Leader in Me 2-day training this summer. And now some of the curriculum that Mark spoke about, that the only tweak that we made, we do have our student leadership committee, and they meet as one. So they may not be in their career pathway, but on those leadership days, they're actually working with a teacher that's part of the teacher leadership group, and working with those other students that's on that committee too. And they've already done several school improvement, school planning, implementation. This, and just in the past, really probably 3 to 4 weeks, they've really taken a hold and stepping up to do their part. So we're excited to see where we're going to be in the spring if this is what, has happened after just a few weeks.
And for those of you that aren't familiar with Leader in Me, it is Stephen Covey's 7 Habits. So it's just a very detailed, the 2-day training. If y'all ever get a chance to go to one of them, I mean, it's really, even if you read the book, it doesn't do justice to the detailed work that they will get into with you. So our staff, I think, really got a lot out of that. And like I said, yeah, I mean, it's a very personally developing thing. Yeah, it's not just, they focus on you as a person, not just as a professional. So which really helps you step outside and think about all facets of your life and how you can maximize yourself. And so by getting that attitude out there, we think that's helping our students now as we try to roll that out to them. So any questions from anyone?